Hi, this is a short video on how to handle internet leads. And basically, things have changed massively since '92 when I joined. There was no internet around, obviously, then, and I didn't even have a mobile phone when I started out. So it's amazing how things have changed. But just think how you want things on the internet. If you wanted some information, you want it now. If you're looking at new cars, which I've been looking around with at the minute, you can actually see change the colour of the car. You can download the brochure. You can find out everything about them now without even going to the showroom. So anyway, this is how I handle internet leads. Now, a little saying that you might have heard before: the early bird catches the worm, and I believe that 100%. It's the faster you get information to people and the faster you follow it up is the one that'll catch the people. If you're waiting a couple of days, they might just not think you're good enough, and then they'll go and find somebody else to join with, and you've done all the work actually warming them up. So this is exactly how I handle a lead. If a lead comes in through the internet and it lands, which now comes through on my phone, it'll pop up, I've got a lead. What I do is I jump on it. The early bird catches the worm. So this is exactly how I'll handle it. So the lead comes in, and we'll say the prospect's Bob Webb. So what I'll do, I'll pick up the phone and I'll phone Bob, and I'll say, "Is that Bob?" And he'll say, "Yes." I never use his surname, I always use the first name. And I'll say, "I've just seen you've clicked on one of my work from home websites. How can I help you?" Now, by saying that, it catches them off guard, and you can usually see there's some stutter, or they're feeling a bit caught out because they weren't expecting that question. They'll actually say, "Well, I'm looking to do something part-time along my job because I'm a teacher and I'm not making a lot of money." In Bob's case, that's what he would have probably said. And then I'll say, "That's perfect." Whatever they say, I say perfect. So make them feel special, make them feel that it's going to be fit alongside whatever they're going to do. Then what I say, I'm going to send you a very short online video to watch. Can you watch it? Now, that puts a point. Have they got a computer to watch it, or can they watch it on the phone? But remember, if you've just phoned them, the early bird catches a worm, there's a good chance they're going to be still next to the computer. And if they say yes, I'll say, "Well, what's a good time to watch it? Can you watch it now?" And if they say yes, I'll say, well, it's very short. I'll give you a call back in 15 minutes. You'll have watched it then, and I'll be able to answer all your questions. Is that okay? And they say yes. Now, this is a really important bit. Say, "Watch out for an email from gavin.scott@virgin.net." Now, two things about this. It's got my name in there, so they're not going to forget my name. So they'll be looking out for that. So as soon as they check their emails, amongst all the other emails they got, all of a sudden yours stands out because they're looking for your name. Now, if you send the information without speaking to them, there's a 99% chance that'll just go straight in the bin and they'll never ever look at it. So that makes a powerful way to do it. Now, that's a particular way I do it. I know some people like to book an online presentation and do a presentation through it, but I've always believed in letting the tools do the work because they're the best salesmen. It's more duplicatable if somebody can do it. But if you're happy doing online presentations, that works as well. But again, it's the early bird catches the worm. The faster you're onto that person, the more professional they'll actually think you are. Now, say that Bob's watched this video after 10 minutes, I'll actually phone him back and I'll say to him, I said, "Have you got any questions after the video, watching the video, Bob?" And he might come back with anything. And if he says, "Well, I'm a school teacher, I haven't got any much time," I can relate to other people who are doing it part-time. So whatever little objection they've got, there's only a certain amount of objections they'll ever come up with. Eventually you've got to answer that and you can overcome it. So after they've watched the video, I say, "What do you think?" And they say, "Yeah, well, it looks good." And I'll just say straight away, "Would you like to join?" And it's either going to be yes or no. If it's no, then I'll say, "Well, I must have done something wrong. Can you help us? Is there any questions on there that you just don't understand?" That again might just be a simple little question that you've got to overcome. And once you've done that, it gets to the point of actually sending them the link. Now, this is an important thing which I think a lot of people are missing out on. They get to the point where they want to join, then they send them a link and they leave the person to actually fill in the link. Now, I know we've got a new shorter online sign up form, but I'd still say stay on the phone with them to make sure they've got it. So if it's back to Bob again, he's just watched this and Bob's agreed he wants to join, I says, "Look, we've got a really short form to fill in to join online. It used to cost like £192 to join with 250 catalogues, but you can actually now join for £25 over the rest of the money over the next few months." Breaks down nicely. And also we've got some fantastic bonuses. where you get extra free catalogues for doing just £600 worth of sales, and also anybody get you to join your team who do that, you'll get £50. So basically get a couple of people to join, and that's your kit for free. And if they say okay to that, I say, well, what I'm going to do is send you the link. Now what I want you to do is I want to be there to help you fill it in. Now a couple of reasons for that is, one, if you don't, that link might go into the spam and they never ever find it, because it's not coming from your email address, it's coming from the Clean Easy Computer email address. So it's important that you actually stay on the phone. Now I know the online application form is much shorter, but something on there might just spook them not to finish it. So if you stay on the phone and actually just help them through all the little questions, getting straight at the end, and then they've joined. And then you can actually congratulate them for joining, and then start sending them information. Now that's exactly how I do it. Now going to non-internet leads, there's still a lot of people not on the internet or don't like using computers. So if you're doing your shop cards, your flyers, your car stickers, anything who comes in from Easy Reach on your telephone number or your mobile phone, if you've got that on, not your Easy Reach, there's a good chance they might not be very good on a PC. So when you phone them up, and maybe they've filled in, if they've just left a message on the answering machine, if it's local, that gives you a great opportunity to pop round, drop off an information pack, just touch base with them and agree to let them have a watch of it, or ask if they can watch it now and they'll answer any questions, which they might, and then you can actually get them to join. But there's a big percentage of people, I'd say over 40, more over 50, 60 and 70 and older, who will never ever get on a PC, and then people can be absolutely fantastic to join your business. So that's how I actually handle the information on both ways, on internet leads and non-internet leads. I make sure my car's always got information packs in, just in case somebody stops you in a petrol station and asks what's on the back of the car. So that's a good little training there, but practice on getting good on the telephone. Or talking to people. Some great CDs by Danny Johnson, telephone training, or anything like that, and suggest to do little workshops with your team to learn the sponsoring skills, because the sponsoring bonuses now for building Clean Easy is absolutely amazing. So get stuck in and make yourself a fortune, build a massive Clean Easy business.